This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you from the East Bay and Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Oakland Raiders. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Here we go. Set. 18 Gator. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 plays so far, run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is third and long. From the gun, here's Tannehill. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
Well, certainly some teams are not intimidated by down and distance on defense, are they? Third and very long? Let's go get this guy again. Big-time pressure.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
No. Go. Motion.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. 2nd and 5 now. Tannehill. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, you. 55, come on, 55. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Blitz coming, and down he goes. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, complete. Smith has it. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Titans. Jonnu Smith, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Black. And all the way down to the 39. A big play that time for the Raiders. 41 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. That's complete to Richard, the running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. These two teams all tied after one. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
I'm coming out smooth. Right here, right here.
To throw is Tannehill. He's got Smith here. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
Tannehill on first down. Open man is Cameron Batson. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
General West. Tight ends right. We got 4. Go. Hey, we got Mike 40, Mike 40. Here we go. Now.
Here's Tannehill. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 28.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
This is Lewis. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Jonathan Hankins in on the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Check, 55, divide. All you get on the head. Hey, wahoo. Check right. Watching it grind. Be careful.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tannehill. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat.
Tannehill going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Adam Humphries, his first touchdown on the year. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is now 14-10.
14. Raiders 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Running is Jacobs. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
At the 41-yard line.
Richard trying the right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go!
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the 21-yard line.
Ready. Hey, let's get in that hole. Watch out. Check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Here I come. Back.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Check hot route. Hey, alert 3. Watch the edge. Check 3. Check 50.
One more time with Jacobs, and he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal.
You got tight. Check. Jim.
They'll run with Jacobs. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Ready. The mic. Top arm. Top arm. All right, T. All right, T. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. So, Mike 51. Mike 51. Any weapon. I'm here all day. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
On second down now. Richard takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now third down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for third down. They go play action with Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders have retaken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up.
And get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Exit. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. He gets it to Humphreys. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10.
Five. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. And this one complete to Smith. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Hey, echo. Check. 40's Mike. 40.
Throwing again on second down. Tannehill is going to float this one deep. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. 3 touchdown passes now for Ryan Tannehill as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point up and good by Succa. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the third quarter, but a moment ago, the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
Switch it. Yo. Check. Joker.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Jeffrey Simmons able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
Hey, come on. Check pass. Watch twist. Rotate. Yeah. Off. Mike 55. Yeah. Check me out.
Play action. It's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And got his man complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Pretty good timing. He waited just enough for that post play to develop and laid it right in there.
And you know what a lot of teams do when they decide to throw a post route? Because it's a little bit longer developing play. They max protect. Bring everyone in, keep the tight end in, an extra back to make sure the quarterback has time to deliver the football.
Here's Jacobs. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Back now in the East Bay. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. This Titan defense, they just will not give in easily. Looking for another stop, 3rd and goal. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year as they have taken the lead. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on,
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
At the 31-yard line.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
You ain't got nothing. Hey, Haywood. 55.
Tannehill, he's going to float this over the middle deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The intended receiver that time, Adam Humphries. And it's 3rd and short. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
3rd and 2, Tannehill. The open man is Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Tannehill now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Tannehill throwing again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
It's going to be a long day. Slam. Kill. 61. That's box. Right. Check the backer.
On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 7.
Tighten up. Anyway.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Yo, 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 yo. Yo! Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. All day, baby. All day, all day. We all day.
Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. It's a party. It's a go.
Here's Tannehill. It's caught. Smith. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Tannehill throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
55's Mike, God, 55. It's going to be a long.
Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Titans 28, Raiders 24.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, so it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Here we go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
40's Mike. 40.
He'll look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Back to throw. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards.
Hey, box truck. Coming to you. Mike 55. Bring it. Let's go.
He's back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
3 buzz. 55's Mike, guys, 55.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot, but they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Let's go now. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Down to a knee goes Jackson, and that should seal it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Oakland, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's loss number 3 for them on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.